Hello my friends, welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley Reddit review. Let's see what's been going on in the last couple of days. I think we're done with the Honeyglow Woods discussions and vents for now, because let's be honest, the DLC is not even out yet, and there's already so many strong opinions about it out there. So I think we're just gonna wait until it releases and then see what happens. Also, before we jump into the Reddit review, I just wanna make a little announcement. So you know about the book I'm writing. So I've made a newsletter today for all of our subscribers who already subscribed to the newsletter, basically sharing the chapter 2 of the book as an apology for not doing updates for a while, because I've been so busy this month. I barely had time to work on it, but I will work more in July and August. But for now, I hope you guys enjoy chapter 2, and if you are not subscribed to the newsletter, check out the link in the description. You can subscribe to it right now and receive first 2 chapters of my book that you can read right now, and let me know what you think. And also, I would really appreciate if you check out my author's website. There's a link in the description. I'm gonna release this book, guys. It's coming. I promise you that. It's pretty much done. I'm working on polishing it. Soon we're gonna be sending it out to our amazing beta readers. By the way, if you want to sign up to become a beta reader, there is a link on the website as well. I appreciate all the help that I can get. All right, without any further ado, let's jump in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Next up, Pixar City. We got Tasha in Pixarland with her latest build, which probably took her 40 minutes to build. Just kidding. There's no way this took 40 minutes. But she is very fast. You're going to see some tours with Tasha coming up this week and next week. And let's just say it's going to blow your mind. I love the rainbow crossing. It's just such a small detail, but it elevates this entire build. It brings it to a whole next level. It just matches all the colorful vibes of the entire neighborhood. I cannot wait to visit this island. This looks like lots of fun. And also, since we can't just color the existing touch of magic, she had to recreate the entire set of rugs. I see the crossing rug. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 that I can see right now. Brand new touch of magic rugs to make this entire build happen. Absolutely incredible. And it's a good timing too, because we just got so many Toy Story items. The way you use them as an arch, as just random building blocks in good spots, it just makes sense. It just works. And it kind of puts it in perspective how much Toy Story stuff we have in this game. Or even if it's not Toy Story related, that really looks good in this build. I completely forgot we have this bicycle. This was from this bike from, I think, from a Nightmare Star Path or something, like a Halloween Star Path. And it works in Toy Story build. A lot of Monsters Inc. stuff, a lot of Mickey and Friends, a lot of Vanellope stuff works in these kinds of builds. Wow. And look, wait, how did you make this? Oh, no, you didn't. Is this... No, you didn't. You put it... Is this a touch of magic rug? No, wait, how? How is this even done? Like a little sandy playground? My only guess is this is a touch of magic rug, but then the sand path goes on top of it? Unless I completely missed and we got this item somewhere. It looks like a legitimate item. Unless this whole thing is a touch of magic rug. Did you make... Oh, you did! You put a texture on the rug to make sand, and then you just added borders as rectangles on the sides. Tasha, you're a genius. My god, that is good. Guys, I'm crying. Lamau. I love reading Lamau. It's so funny. There is 3 characters in the well. All of them are small ones. I wonder if you did this on purpose or if it's a glitch. So I fast traveled to the plaza and Phil became stuck in the well. Started taking a picture because it was hilarious, but then I had a thought. What if I added more characters with a ZL function to make this a hilarious bro hot tub scene? Okay, so this is exactly what they're talking about. There's a fun little glitch, I suppose, where you can add villagers in this well. It only works on the wells that are removable. I think it works the same in Eternity Isle and Storybook Vale for the wells that are immovable, not the one that user plays. So you can literally just go. Let's say I want to cool down Hades. He has a little bit too much fire, so I can just whoop, drop him inside the like. It literally, for some reason, considers the insides of the well empty. So yeah, we can do this. We can cool down the fireman, but unfortunately, it doesn't work to. Oh yeah, you could actually drop so many characters in here, but it doesn't work on any of the custom wells. For example, it's not gonna work on. Pretty sure that yeah, it doesn't work on the well that is a regular well, but still, that is a cool little glitch that was added in this update, and we can have some fun with it. Full game ingredient storage. Whoa, that looks like rooms. That is such a cool way to separate. One day we're gonna get actual walls and ability to make custom rooms in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Mark my words, it's just such an easy feature to implement with such a huge payoff. It's coming. It has to be coming. I'm calling it right now. I don't know if it's gonna happen this year or next year, but custom rooms shapes, just like in Sims, where you can literally freeform walls, or maybe like have some templates for different room shapes. At the very least, we have to have templates for different room shapes. It's so unacceptable that we have these weird square rooms. I mean, not weird, but just boring square rooms only. When if you go into some houses of the villagers, they have multiple rooms, they have corners, they have hallways inside the same structure. And I just want to be able to have this for us. I don't think it's too much to ask, is it? By the way, indoor storage is fascinating to me. I personally couldn't do it. As soon as we got floating islands, I know there is absolutely no other way to do storage for me personally. But I do see benefits of indoor. You can literally make it feel so much. You can dedicate each room and give it a unique feel to match whatever storage kind of storage that is. This doesn't look like storage. This just looks like a beautiful build with some chests in it, which technically makes it storage, but it feels lived in. It doesn't feel just storage. It feels like a lot of thought went into the detail to make it feel like a nice living. Like, look at this. How cool is this? This might be the coolest indoor storage I've ever seen. Multiple sections, the fireplace separating two areas. Like, that's just look at this. That is just genius. And isn't it cool that we now have the stairs that we can use as doors, so we can make attics, we can make basements. It's just brilliant. What a room. Well done. Well done. Decadence is art. Oh, that name is so fitting. Beautiful storage. Gameloft had the chance, and they took it. I come out blasting him with my fists. Bam, bam! And our evil villain Hades is defeated. Figured you guessed it was him. So anyway, I started blasting. I've seen this meme, and I actually didn't catch this when I was doing the quest, but it is extremely hilarious. Good catch. I wonder if Gameloft, like somebody who was making this quest, literally thought, oh my god, this is perfect opportunity to make a reference to that meme. And I hope they did. I hope it's not just a coincidence. I built a fairy garden. Yes, you did, Skittle. Yes, you did. Oh, that's nice. That's a lot of items, but that's nice. Golden floor with a purple fairy garden. That is not something I would think to try. But now that I see it in action, I think it was absolutely worth it. That is beautiful. Amazing work. You would think Sims trauma in the 2000s would have taught me a lesson. Wait. Just spent 2.5 hours decorating Dazzle Beach to look like a carnival because it just made sense. And I kept telling myself, save after this section and save after this piece. But I'm like, but I'm going to lose my flow. So full goblin build and no save. Oh my... I have flashbacks. I literally had this exact problem when I was building my, decorating my Ever After. I have cat hair in my glasses. A couple weeks ago, and I lost like 30-40 minutes of progress because I didn't save. You lost 2.5 hours. So in case you're wondering what's happening here, there is a glitch in this game, which I am pretty confident, like 90% confident, has something to do with replacing items. Like, sometimes you place an item and it removes other items. I feel like that's somehow connected to this, because if you do, for example, if you take out an item and then you place it on top of other item and it removes it, and if you remove the item that removed the other item and exit from a furniture mode, it basically cancels out all the changes that you made. For example, if you covering holes with a rug, if you don't leave the rug when you exit furniture mode, all the holes are going to come back. Same with like stuff like flowers, basically any items that allow you to erase other items. For example, there is some, let me demonstrate. I've been doing some research into it because it's been bothering me lately. So let's say you're decorating, right? And there is a lot of these items and it's completely random. But for example, this is just an example because a lot of these clusters and items in the tree section suffer from this glitch, but there's a lot of regular furniture items that suffer from it too. So let's say you place this, right? And then let's say you want to place another item, just purely random. Let's just pick something. Let's pick this. So see, when it lets you place it on top of this. So let's say I place it right here and I replaced it, right? And then let's say I do some decorating. I place this. Oh, this is big. And then I decide to remove this arch through my decorating for whatever reason. And now, when I exit furniture mode, it basically cancels out part of my build. I have a feeling that this has to do something. It has to do. For some reason, I feel like it's connected to the glitch when we exit furniture mode, and it just cancels out all of our latest changes. I don't know, because here it didn't cancel all of the changes, just the items that were removed with this item. But I feel like it's just way too close of a glitch to not be connected. So if anybody can figure out exactly what's causing it, well, if anybody should figure it out, it should be Gameloft. But yeah, it's kind of crazy that people have been reporting this glitch for years now. It's been in the game, I think, since, I don't know, maybe not since day one, but at least for a few years. And it's still not fixed. It's one of the most annoying glitches. And it's probably very easy to fix. Now, I'm not going to make any claims. I don't know. But it seems like it's something they should really make a high priority and fix it, because a lot of people have lost a lot of time. And if people lose time, imagine you've been decorating for 2.5 hours and then you lose 2.5 hours worth of decorating. Now you can say, sure, it's you should have been saving, but like you don't expect the game to just cancel out everything you just placed if you didn't save for a while. Sometimes you are in the flow, and after that, are you gonna spend money on premium shop? No, you're gonna be pissed. A lot of people might actually quit the game if that happened to them. So Gameloft is in your best interest to fix this glitch, because I was this close to just throwing my controller through my screen when you canceled out 40 minutes of my progress. I might have actually done it if I've lost 2.5 hours. Ooh, we got a vent. I love me a good vent. Please, stop making us decorate the main valley for quests. That seems reasonable. When you reach the final duty for the Dreamlight Park Fest event, be prepared for a lot of decorating. Or in my case, redecorating. The challenge isn't just placing items anywhere. They have to be placed specifically in Plaza, Peaceful Meadow, and Dazzle Beach. Okay, this is interesting. So, I had this quest. I just placed all the items on the road, so I didn't have to remove any decorations. I just placed it on the path or on the road in the empty spot. Then I created preset, and then I duplicated that preset to Meadow and Plaza. And then I finished the quest, and then I used group select to remove it. It took maybe 2 minutes. It feels, I will give you this. It feels very unproductive to place random items in your valley that you're just gonna remove later. So I agree with the sentiment. I agree that making us decorate the main valley for quests, you shouldn't limit where things should be placed. Sometimes it would say, place it on a Dazzle Beach. Like, what if I don't have space on my Dazzle Beach? What if I already decorated my Dazzle Beach? So I feel like at the very least, they should give you an option to place whatever build you're making on any biome or even floating island. You could suggest placing it on the beach. For example, if it makes sense for the quest to be on the beach, place it on the beach. But if not, it just feels just cluttering for the sake of cluttering. But then, once again, it's the reason they want you to place it on the beach is because it just makes sense for the quest. So if you place it in the Frosted Heights, it's not going to make sense because maybe they want to reference something. They want to reference fish or the water or a specific location that is on the beach. So I can see why they want us to be placing items. I feel like out of all the issues, this is probably not my main one, but I can understand the frustration. I just don't know what would be a better solution. I feel like some quests should definitely allow you to place whatever builds they want you to place anywhere. But sometimes it just has to be the beach or a very specific biome because otherwise the whole quest is just not going to make sense. And in that case, I guess we're just going to have to basically place it down in an empty spot and then remove it or even clear out a space for it if you like really densely decorated that area. I don't think there's a way around it. At least now we can save that area as a preset and then put it back right away, which is another good use for presets. Also a good point, if you have a very high unique item limit, for example, if you're sitting very close to 600, and now you need to place a couple extra items, it could push you over, so you would have to remove something. But I feel like you just shouldn't. You just shouldn't sit that high on a unique item limit. You should try to have at least, I would say, 20 to 40 like little leeway of both unique items and total items. Well, for total items, I would at least have 100. Just for these situations, because we know it's going to happen. We know it's going to keep happening. So having a little bit of a cushion, so you can always place more items or drop more unique items in your valley without having to remove anything would be very helpful. But yeah, I feel like it's easy for me to talk because my limit is double from a lot of people who play this game. So I just hope that Gameloft increases the limit for everyone. That's my main hope here. I feel like there is a lot of different aspects of this game that kind of goes against an idea of having a decorated valley. Like, the quests is one thing. I feel like it's one of the minor things. Some of the major things are the events. Well, we already talked about it, so I'm not going to dive deep into it, but a lot of events are really seem to be geared against people with decorated valleys, making it nearly impossible, making it destructive to the valleys. And stuff like finding blue chests, stuff like obstacle spawning, like all of that stuff, not being able to turn them off, it goes directly against having fully decorated valleys. And for a decorating game, it just doesn't make sense. So I do hope we see some changes for things like that quality of life improvements for people with fully decorated valleys, that gives them an option to not having their valley destroyed or rebuilt every time we need to do a quest or an event. That would be really nice. I think Scrooge might have an air conditioner. Oh, that's funny. That's what I do. That's literally what I do. Sometimes in the summer when it's super hot outside and you're walking somewhere, you're like, okay, I don't really need anything from this store, but they probably have AC. So let me pop in, pretend to be an interesting customer for 5 minutes so I can cool down. And then I just go out and continue going, doing. That does make sense. That does make sense why so many people are in there. Otherwise, how do they always keep money, have enough money to buy things? Or they just window shop? I've never seen any of the villagers buy things. That would be cool, right? If you would actually see simulations of villagers just buying random items from Scrooge and then just pops up on top of their head and Scrooge gets like cha-ching sound when he makes every sale. Oh, that would be so much fun. This is how I realized I play too often. Alright, let's see how. There is a heat wave in my country and I'm close to melting like Olaf. I was in a plaza and decided to go to Frosted Heights because it would be cooler. Like, I actually tried to cool myself down in the game. So, yeah, that's a good idea, actually. You go to Frosted Heights. I feel like there is something to it. There's probably some science saying that it's basically like manifesting. If your brain gets tricked to think that the body is cooler, maybe it's gonna get cooler. I don't know. It's like material thoughts or whatever. There is probably something to it, because like you can magic your pain away if you truly manifest or believe that you don't feel pain. Your body is just gonna shut off the pain receptors. So maybe if you truly believe that you're in the snow right now, your body is gonna like somehow find a way to not trigger your melting heat sensors. I don't know. This is good though. I like it. I do hope you have an air conditioner or a good fan at the very least. But yeah, it is pretty hot lately. I mean, it's summer. Now I just cannot wait for the fall, so it gets a little bit cooler. Alright, my friends. On this note, we're gonna end this Reddit review. I hope you had fun. Tomorrow is the big day. New premium shop. New Dream Snap. Why is this not working? Oh, there we go. Wait, what? That was a weird glitch. Thank you so much to all amazing supporters. I hope you guys are staying cool in this heat. And if you're in Australia or in like southern hemisphere, does it mean you have winter right now? Is it actually like snow? Does anybody watching have snow right now? That's such a, like, for me, it feels like such a weird concept that half of the world actually has the opposite weather than we do. But yeah, that I guess it makes sense. Yeah, let me know if you have snow in June. I would want to visit Australia at least once in my life during summer, just so I can see snow in the summer. It's just such a unique concept. And also, maybe see a kangaroo. Those are pretty cool too. I'll see you guys later. Subscribe for more, and goodbye.
Oh, nice day we're having, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful. Woohoo!
Amazing. Gotta tell you, it is really beautiful here. Hey, nice to see you.